Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Al. Today I'm going to show you how to make soy sauce chicken. This is a family favorite of mine, but also growing up, we loved this dish. My dad used to cook it for us quite regularly. It was on quite high rotation in our house, and so it's his recipe, which I may have tweaked a little bit. Little confession there, but it is a delicious, easy recipe with very basic Chinese sauces. It's got Shaoxing wine. If you don't have that, it's fine, you don't need to. I don't know if Dad used Shaoxing wine actually. Keycat manis, dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, a little bit of 5-spice powder, chicken braised in chicken stock. Possibly you could do this in the slow cooker. I haven't tried doing it in the slow cooker, but I think it's the type of recipe that you actually could dump everything in the slow cooker. One day I'm going to give it a go and have it cooking away while you're at work. Anyway, to get going first, I have prepped the chicken. I've got chicken cutlets here that I've halved, and Woolies just gave me some Maryland pieces, so I've chopped those up as well. But I grew up on having chicken wings, so you can sometimes we even do it with chicken thigh fillets, but today we're having chicken thigh cutlets. So the first thing I need to do is fry off the garlic and the ginger. The ginger I've just sliced, and you don't actually even need to slice it, you could do it like 2 big chunks. It's really just to flavor the oil. It's actually better if it's in chunks because you can then pick it out if you're not massive ginger eaters. But it's nice to just have the flavor. And then that's 2 garlic cloves just chopped up very roughly. I don't do it finely at all. And then I've cut up some shallots or spring onion, and I'm going to cook off the white part with the ginger and the garlic, and then I'm going to save the green part to decorate or when we're going to serve it. So this is my soy sauce chicken. It's a sweeter style sauce, and it's very delicious, and I hope you give it a go. Okay, here we are at the stove top. I'm just going to turn the heat on under my pot, and we're going to fry off the ginger, the garlic, and the white part of the spring onion. Okay, so I'm just going to put in the ginger and the garlic. I put it in at the low heat because I don't want them to burn and get bitter. Okay, so I had a bit of a whoopsie and I forgot to turn the camera back on when I added the chicken. But basically I have added each piece of the chicken into the pan, and I've fried it skin side down, and I've fried it off till I get about this colour. It's just slightly browned. With the chicken legs that I add into, I score them so that they cook through. I'll show you here, like that. I remember when I was a kid, and Dad was cooking this dish. As soon as I smelt the ginger, onion and garlic, and then the chicken had hit the pan, I knew we were having soy sauce chicken for dinner, and it was just like, yes, soy sauce chicken's on the menu. If your kids like rice and soy sauce, this is the type of dish they'd love, because basically it's just soy sauce, different varieties of soy sauce, a bit of sweet soy sauce and rice, and then I throw together a stir fry using the sauce that the chicken is braised in. Alright, well now we're ready to start adding the rest of the ingredients. So first, I just add a bit of 5-spice powder. Okay, I've never actually measured out how much of anything I ever put in this recipe before, so don't take the measurements of the ingredients from the video, go straight to the recipe, because I'm slightly winging it here. Now I'm going to add my sauces. First up is Shaoxing cooking wine, rice wine. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. So I'm going to go with 1/4 cup, and then I'll just let that cook down for a little while. Alright, now that's rice wine's cooked off a bit, I'm going to add the Keycat manis, which is a sweet soy sauce. And I'm going to do just under a quarter. So, yeah, that'll be right. So that's a quarter of a cup. I can always add more if I need to. Then I'm going to do a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. This gives it that rich, deep colour. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of regular light soy sauce. Now I'm going to add a good tablespoon of chicken stock powder. And then I'm going to add maybe a cup and a half of water. Alright, so this is exactly where you want to be. Now you're going to let this simmer for a good 20-25 minutes, half an hour, I think. We'll come back at that point. You don't want to overcook it, but definitely half an hour should be enough. I'm going to put the lid on. There, turn it down low and work its magic. Okay, so we're halfway through the cooking time and the chicken's looking really good and it's smelling delicious. It's at this point that if you're unsure about the seasoning of the chicken, I would just taste the sauce, just because you can make, now that the chicken is cooked in there, any adjustments to the sauce that you might want to make it now, so then it can sort of mellow into the rest of the sauce for the second half of the cooking. If the sauce is looking too light, I just add a dash more dark soy sauce. If it's not salty enough, then add a little bit more light soy sauce. If it's not sweet enough, add a little bit more keycap manis. So it's totally up to you. You know, whatever your taste palette is, you can adjust it for you. So I'll just give this a little taste. Try not to burn my tongue. Now, I might just add a little bit more keycap manis. Apart from that, it's delicious, really good. Hi everyone, welcome back. All right, so the chicken's been cooking for half an hour and it's done. It's perfect. So what happens now is I like to thicken my braising gravy or the sauce, and I do that just by adding 2 level tablespoons of corn flour to about 1.5 tablespoons of water, and I mix it, and then I just put it into the pan, and it'll thicken up the sauce. If you like a thin sauce, you don't need to do this step. It's totally your preference. So when you cook it, just judge whether or not you'd like the sauce a bit thicker. So I'll just add that in all around and give it a little bit of a stir. And then I just cook that perhaps for another 2 minutes. Actually, I'll just continue to slowly cook it while the veggies, while I'm going to stir fry veggies. All right, so I'm going to turn on another hob and move the chicken. And I'll throw this pot into the middle to do my veggies. Right, turn that up high. Okay, so now we're ready to do our stir fry. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the pan. I've heated it up so it's super hot. The oil is sliding around the bottom of the pan, which means it's ready to go. Now I add my veggies in first. I haven't cooked these at all. I haven't parboiled them, nothing, they're raw. So they're clean, but raw. And then I just move them around the pan. All right, so I just give them a good stir around in that oil, and I just leave them be to char up a bit. Okay, so this is about what I like to take it to. It doesn't actually take very long, but it's just got to sort of glistening and got a little bit of char on it. At that point I add in the garlic. Need to move fast. So I add in the garlic and I just wait for it till I can smell it. And once I can smell it, I'm going to add in the bean sprouts. Keep it moving so it doesn't burn. And then I'll add in a whole bag of bean sprouts because they reduce down to not much. So you do need a whole bag. And we do love bean sprouts here in this family, so a whole bag as well for 4 of us. Now we've tossed that around, the garlic's been mixed in. I've got a half a cup here, and I'm going to take some of the liquid out of the chicken and I'm going to add it into here. Give that a stir. And then turn the heat off. That's done. Stir fry, done. All right, so now we're ready to plate up. I like having a bowl in the middle of the table where people can serve themselves from, but sometimes I plate up onto individual plates as well. Tonight I'm going to do the common serving bowl. Basically just put the iceberg lettuce in the bottom of the bowl. My family loves the iceberg lettuce with the hot sauce, but you don't have to put iceberg lettuce if you don't want to. So I just put the lettuce down, pop the chicken in, the chicken pieces in the bowl. There's different sizes so people can pick and choose what size pieces they want. And all right, so once that's done, then I'll just spoon over some of the gravy. Plenty of sauce. The sauce is so good with rice. I've got jasmine rice cooked, so that's so good. And all right, that's done. And then I'm just going to garnish, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, with the spring onion, the green bits of the spring onion and a little bit of chilli. All we do is simply spoon that into the serving bowl, and then we pour over the juice. So we spoon it into the serving bowl and then pour over the gravy with a little bit of sauce at the bottom. You could just add a little bit of garnish on top. There you go. That is my soy sauce chicken with bean sprout stir fry. It's super easy. It's a great midweek meal because it's on the table. If you've got some stuff prepped, it's on the table in 45 minutes. Enjoy.